Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Evan Lefavor. I'm here with an important message about what's really going on here in the universe, in the world, for not only now, but since the dawn of time. And it's an interesting story. It really is, and it has to do with saving this world, saving each and every person that's ever walked this earth. And I want to start out by saying that this is tough, because where do you start? I guess I could start with the mosquito. Yeah, I invented the mosquito, and I want to let you guys know why. It's because, see, when the mosquito lands on you, and the second it sticks its little beak into your skin and draws just the tiniest amount of blood, the sample of your DNA is recorded and sent to my database in space. And so even if you swat that mosquito, this inside the mosquito itself is a mechanism that transmits not only the information but a sample of the blood wirelessly through means of tapping into certain technologies. And so yeah, if you've ever been bitten by a mosquito, I have a clone of you ready for you. And why would I have a clone of you ready for you? Well, that's because I have a clone of everyone who's ever lived ready for them. And I'm going to basically, the idea is to relocate a person's soul with their body and provide them with an eternal existence in this universe going forward. So that's why the mosquito is so cool, which I'm born in Minnesota, and that is our state bird. All jokes aside, now you know why. Speaking of being born, the only way I can be born in this world, and each time I do it, is because I have to save someone's life, the mother's life, my mother's life, before I can be born. Which, if anybody's seen the movie Back to the Future 3, when Doc Brown saves Clara Clayton from going over the cliff, therefore giving him carte blanche, or making it all right for him to have a family and fall in love with her, because she would have died anyway. So he's not disrupting the space-time continuum by taking her out of the equation, because she was already going to be taken out of the equation. But so anyways, yeah. So in order for me to be born again, I had to, my mother had to be saved. This is a story of my mother and her brothers and sisters and my grandfather and my grandmother. They lived in Fridley, Minnesota, and in a very luxurious, nice house. And my grandmother loved it, and my grandfather got inspired to move to 20th and 6th Street in the West Bank of the U of M, over there by Augsburg, and you know, the Hard Times Cafe, Cedar Riverside area, West Bank, you know, and which isn't exactly the most luxurious neighborhood to, you know, someone's eyes. But to make a long story short, a week after they moved into the new house, their old house was destroyed by a tornado that would have killed all of them in the house. And so yeah, oh, that's part of that story. So yeah, I came here. So why did I come here? I came here because I am one of the one individuals, if you want to say that, in this universe who loves each and every person on this planet. Why? Because the people of this planet are my people, and this is my universe, and this is my planet, and this is not what I wanted to have happen to the people on this planet, of course. Now, let me step back for a second, because I have to explain something to you guys, okay? I love each and every person on this planet so much that even though bad things were happening to them, I couldn't step in and intervene, because that would mean that all these other people that would have been born without my intervention would never have existed. And I cannot do that because I love and care about those people. Now, that brings me back to the Future 3. Okay. So I have been waiting to be able to provide each and every person on this planet with a better life, with freedom, with equality, with infinite abundance, where they can be all that they want to be every single day for eternity, without death, without suffering, without oppression, where each and every person has infinite amount of time to explore anything they'd ever wish and hope to explore without ever bringing harm to themselves or harm to another, or without having to bend over backwards and do things that they do not want to do or that are against their character in order to survive. And I'm here to tell you right now that it's not going to happen in my universe anymore. There's not going to be any more murder, no more disease, no more oppression and inequality with my people. Not on my planet, not in my universe. Now, why is it now? Why is it now that I can start intervening? Because there was an event that happened on this earth that killed all of us that are alive today. Each and every one of us alive today died on that day. So therefore, the timeline ended right there for all of us. End of story. So now, I can do something about it. I can step in and save everyone. And I'm going to. There's safeguards set in place. This plan will succeed no matter what. Now, I'm here to tell you that there are, and I use this term loosely, men on this planet who do not care about your lives or the lives of your families or your well-being or anything. Okay? And these men are responsible for disease. These men are responsible for oppression and inequality and war. Not that that was not a means to a way, or a way to a means, or not that it didn't get us to where we are today. But either way, all of them bought into a notion that the evil path would give them power, and they thought they were in league with dark forces. And I'm here to tell y'all guys right now that I might as well have Ashton Kutcher come out, because you've all been punked. Alright? Because just like the cops can send a fake prostitute out to collect johns, these would-be evildoers thought they were in leagues with demons and darkness that could provide them with power beyond their imagination, and all this bullshit, right? Well, they got punked. But you gotta find out who's willing to do what and why on this planet, because guess what? There ain't gonna be no more of this Nazi bullshit going on in my universe, to my people, on my planet anymore. And everything is happening according to plan, which brings me to a rather sad part of the story, which is I came here knowing that I would come under harm, that me being who I am, and when people would find out who I am, that they would intend to bring me harm, just as they would to my people, because I am perceived to be a threat to their power or whatever, you know. So yeah, I'm kind of like a human punching bag. I've been sitting here for 27 years, pretending not to be who I am, knowing full well what's going to happen to me. So yeah, this guy you see right here, you know me. I am who I am. You know what I mean? Anybody who's met me knows that to some degree. And the way you see me today, I might not be moving around in this body like this, you know, because I am a target. I was a target, and but I'm also bait. I'm bait. I'm not a target. I'm bait. I'm bait for making sure that this never happens again to anybody in this universe. That the buck stops here. This oppression, this inequality, this murder, this poisoning people and experimenting on them, no, not going to happen anymore. And yeah, I had to take on some bad shit in order for that to happen. And I'm going to let you know that I'm in the business of resurrecting people. That's my passion in life, is resurrecting people, protecting them, and giving them paradise forever. And quite frankly, I get a little pissed off when, you know, not pissed off, I guess, but yeah, pissed off. You could say that. When my people are suffering and being oppressed. And so I go through great lengths to make sure that everybody's going to be alright in the end. So, whether I'm still alive as you see me today in 3 years, or whether I'm not, we are going to win. This is going to be a success. It's all part of the plan. It's all part of the plan. And it's true. Because everybody who's ever died, see, there used to be this so-called war between heaven and hell over the souls of mankind and all this shit. Well, that war, and whatever you think you know about it, is over. Okay, all the souls in the universe are on the same team now. Okay, and we're the good guys. Everybody's the good guys. Okay, and I'm telling you right now that I've already got people resurrected that you think are dead up in spaceships right now, coming this way. And they've got multiple clones of themselves. You're not restricted to one body. But I've got technology which allows you to have personal control over which body you go into, which body you incarnate into, because we are all eternal beings. Okay? And we deserve a better life. And we do not deserve to be tortured, to be treated as unequals, or to suffer anymore. Because it's my time now. And that means it's our time now. And I done my research by now. And there are safeguards set in place. So I laugh and I jest, but I'm telling you, I'm not in good shape right now. This guy you're looking at right here is not in good shape. Okay? I have the odds stacked against me. But I also have a clone of myself in a spaceship that I can go into as soon as I die. The second I die. The second I die, I become more powerful than you could ever imagine. But the catch-22 is the reasons behind it. Anybody that would willfully do that to me, knowingly and willfully, to try to go against the salvation of this planet and everyone on it, that they would willfully poison and destroy me in that mission? It's safer to keep me trapped in this body, personally, I think, at the moment, because, quite frankly, you know, switching bodies does not have to be a painful process. One, numero uno, does not have to necessitate a death, or a murder, or disease, or any of this other shit, okay? So yeah, we're gonna get rid of cancer, everything. This is, I mean, we're gonna be living in a whole new world in 5 years, folks. Regardless, it's going to happen. There's been too much effort put into this to let it not succeed, okay? So it's part of what's going on here. It's part of what's always been going on here. And I want to let you all know that it pains me a lot. It pains me a lot to not be able to intervene. But the love that I have in my heart, and the shit that I go through and have gone through for millennia, to make sure that this day could come, to make sure that everybody was going to be alright, that no little boy or little girl would ever be poisoned or destroyed in their lives, or have to go through the trauma of seeing their loved ones die, or fearing for their family's death. No, not in my universe, not in my world. Jack. Anyway, so we got a lot to look forward to, and it's kind of serious that I regret to inform you that the skin that I'm in is in it is in trouble. You know, the clock's ticking on it. But I've got another me waiting in the wings, love. That has all of my technology on it. You see, I'm an organic born here. But see, I'm about to get clearance to be able to move my entire fleet in and save everyone now in a peaceful transitional period on this planet, which is going to save everybody in time from impending doom, because believe it or not, there is a lot of impending doom headed our way, and it's not going to kill us, I can guarantee that. And it's not going to be a select few that survive, it's going to be everybody. Okay, everybody's surviving. And see, I am who I am, and because of my understanding of people, I'm in the trenches with people, okay, this whole time. You know what I mean? I know what the fuck. I know people like the back of my hand. I know everybody, okay? So, believe me when I say I'm the man that can take care of everybody's needs. And that's what needs to happen in this world, okay? Because I'm sick of fucking having to sort shit out on the other end. You know what I mean? Clean up messes. You know what I mean? It disgusts me. It's not going to happen anymore. I want you to let you know that I would leave paradise to help you guys, each and every one of you, because I love you more than anything. And that's what sets me apart from a lot of people. Okay? And a lot of entities in this universe. It sets me apart from them. But it's also what changes this universe at this moment, going forward. So, I don't expect any of you to love each other like I love you, or to be like me, or to do as I do. I want you guys to be happy and live your lives as individuals, and be expressive in your own way, and not bring harm to yourself or harm to anyone else in the process, because you don't deserve that, neither does anybody else. Not after all we've been through. Each and every person walking this earth right now has been through hell and back, and they deserve better, and they're gonna get it. They're gonna get it with no indifference based upon skin color or religion or thoughts or this or that. Everybody. And that's what sets me apart from the pack. But guess what? It's what I inherited, and I'm gonna do what's right with it. So, whether we do it the easy way or the hard way, folks, what sets me apart is the people that poisoned and destroyed me. I have the capacity to forgive them and understand that two wrongs don't make a right, and that I would rather help them understand why they made the choices they made, as opposed to punishing them for eternity for it, which I could do very skillfully if I wanted to, but I'm much more skilled at providing people with paradise than I am with purgatory. So when I say that you don't send a man to do my job, you send me. I'm here, and my vision is going to be realized, and there ain't going to be any fuck-ups in between my vision and the results of this planet on my people, on this universe anymore. So, yeah. It's tough for me to get out of character, you know. It's really tough when you go 27 years pretending you're somebody you're not. But guess what? Oh, I wasn't pretending, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't go around fucking announcing it. Not yet. Anyway, moral of the story is, folks, we have a lot to look forward to. And the dude you see on the camera right now might be quote-unquote dead. But there's, like I said, I've got another me waiting, dude. And I've got great technology. I have nanotechnological stuff that coats my skin, that can harden. You can drop 1,000,000 pounds on it and it would still maintain its form, thus protecting me. So it's liquid, it's solid. It's at my every command. My whim. Anyway, so excuse me for being a little emotionally detached from my own mortality at the moment, but yeah, it is in question, so hang out with Evan while you got a chance. So anyway, but beyond that, everything's cool. Everything's gonna be fine, you know. These pricks thought they were gonna be able to manipulate me and turn me into a monster and blah 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 blah. But it's not happening. Crisis averted. You know what I mean? I like to use my technology to help people sustain their life, protect them, make their dreams come true. They would hope that I would use it to lay vengeance down and all this shit. I'm not even going to do that to them, which maybe makes them think that they can get away with doing anything, but I got to remind everybody that from this moment forward, that it's a whole new ball game, okay? A ball game that I am in full control of fucking telling you what the fuck the rules are, down to the most minute atom. So, when it comes down to looking at things like that, it's good to say that, hey, this guy's willing to forgive me for the terrible things I've done to him and his people. Maybe I better fall into fucking line here and change things a little bit before things get out of hand. Because I'll tell you right now that although I've closed down hell and really just liquidated the department altogether, I could create something entirely new just for you. You know what I'm saying? So, it's really simple. Just, you know, I'm not going to put up with this anymore in my planet, in my universe. End of story, beginning of story. So we got a lot to look forward to, people. You know what I mean? Know what I say is true, because it is true. Everybody's going to be okay, and everything's going to be okay. And so yeah, sweet, excellent, party on, dudes, be excellent to one another.